looking at this funny scene. I got several tools for sketching, which I'm going to start with an HB pencil. I'm sitting in my car, BTW. Let's see, we're just going to start with, I think, this horizon line, and then we'll just try to add some shades. Let's see how it goes. So it's kind of cramped where I'm at, but let's make it happen. Ready? So here, this is going to be our horizon line. A little crooked. I didn't know what was going to happen. It's not really a great sketching pose cramped in the car here. So that I'm going to say that is this line right there. So then we want to do that thing of rocks that, they're right here. This layer here, if you see, there's like punctuations in the rocks that are dark shadows. And it's a gorgeous, reflection there, right? So let's see how that goes. Let's just start with the things that we're going to just say these are the punctuations in the rocks. And so that's the water right there. So here, this is going to be the beginning of our reflections. And let's see. So then this is like gravel here, and then here we start grass. So let's see if we can just start getting something with the grassy look. And then right here, there is a thing right there where there's like an indentation, if you see right there. And, hopefully that'll help us to, start getting some kind of an accurate, interesting area. So let's just try that. This is the point right there where it is, there's kind of a shadow, and I'm just starting with an HB pencil, but I'm looking forward to using different pencils. Okay, then let's also see if we go above where that indentation is, we see there's these trees in there. And so if I start with these shades that you see behind the tree, we will leave negative space for the tree trunks. And let's just roll into that. And couple, there's one tree there, yes, and then there's a main tree. So let's see if we can get negative space there. Doesn't look like much now, but I think if we just keep going like this, getting these micro details. I did the first sketch in this book is a similar scene that was, I don't remember, it's like a forest, and I see a telephone pole there, and, it came out okay. So that was palm trees. These are some other kind of trees, though. Hey, thank you very much, Zaire Rashisham. Sorry if I mispronounced your name. Hey, 5 people here. Okay, so we're trying to do these, the negative space right there in those trees. And that's what we got going on right here. And I was saying that I did a similar scene here. I wasn't sitting in the car for that one, but I'm sitting in the car for this one. Anyway, hey, thanks for the thumbs up. Appreciate it very much. Okay, so we're going to be trying to do the negative space in the trees. Let's see. And there's that dip thing. I think we got a big space there. So another space right here. Let's see. There's also this tree in the foreground right here. I don't know if we really want to mess with that right now. I'm drawing this, this scene right here from life. I'm sitting out here in the car and we're trying to draw trees, grass, reflections in the water. And we're just getting started though. It's going to be a real fun time, I tell you. Okay, here, just to skip off into this area right here, you see there's it's almost like a mirror image reflection, right? So if I try to get this line right here, that'll be a help to birds in the back. I don't know. I don't really see any birds, but could be. I'm not sure. Okay, so here, let's do the line. Let's see. And I'm not trying to do that whole scene. I'm just trying to do, you know, like a little area right in there here. All right, let's see. So, okay. I'm gonna see about just right here is like a whole section of grass. See if we can just get that. Just doing little spots, you know, because we don't want to have like the same thing. You know, if we do spots light and dark. And let's just grab a softer lead pencil here. I got my tools taped together here. How about a 4B? If I can drag this out. Okay. We got the electric eraser just in case we're gonna need some strategic erasing. Okay. All right, where we got just some darks down here. So we're gonna see right there where there's the where are we? I'm looking for the thing. Okay, so where's my thing? Okay, right here, try to do these darks that are right here, here, and there. Hey, thank you, SAB, new subscriber. Appreciate very much. Thank you. Can you give a tip how to be good at drawing like you? Well, you know, let me see if I can think of something. I mean, right now we're trying to, you know, we're looking over there and you see the darkest shadows. That's where we're trying to hit. So we got them right here. And now I'm doing over here. There's a bunch of trees. And so I'm putting in these shades. And this white area I'm leaving, that is where the tree trunk is going to go. So what we're doing here is sort of called shading in the negative space. For example, if we are doing a sphere and we wanted to do the negative space, we would be going like, you know, only we would be leaving the sphere. And, you know, so that would be the positive space. And we were just doing the negative space, right? So that is like doing a sphere and a negative space. You're doing a person. It might be, you know, there's the neck, shoulders, and, you know, armpit, and arm, and like that. And, you know, this is going to be the person, right? And so negative space, you don't do any of the actual person. You just kind of do the what would be behind the person. So this is the negative space, and in this instance, you know, we got these tree trunks that are like this, but we are not going to like really draw the tree trunks. We are going to say, oh, this is going to be the negative space behind that tree trunk. But then when we're all done, we're going to start saying, aha, so the tree trunk is right here. And so that's what we're trying to do right now is the negative space around the tree trunks. Thank you for a thumbs up. That is great. Okay, now there's a really cool arrow shape. Where is that? I don't know. I can't find it in my image, but there's a cool arrow shape in there. I'm going to try to depict that because that is a thing that stands out from. Okay, that's cool. Oftentimes I think I should be doing these early stages to in time lapse or something, but anyway, chugging coffee. Where's everybody at anyway? Let me see. All right, so let's get some of the shade here. And now, how about we get some lighter shade down here? I'm gonna just try. This is gonna be the water line. And I think we got to. It's amazing how those trees are so tall and straight like that. I'm just gonna start hinting at the trees here. And then behind here, there's a bit of some lower trees. Let's see if we can't represent them. Oh wow, and then here is a tree that is leaning. See if we can get that. There's the scene again. Isn't that beautiful? So tranquil and wonderful, right? So here's a kind of a technique that it's kind of intuitive as far as making branches or leaves. You see these leaves right there at the top, just representing those. And what that actually is just kind of like little triangles, scribbles, but it comes off looking kind of like a leaf if you ask me. I don't know. So just try and go up here. That's the best part of our drawing so far. And we do have these, I notice now you see this thing here. It's a thing with not many leaves that are like right close. I don't know if we're gonna put them in or not. So anyway, let's see back here. Try to make that smaller. Yeah, so my good tip is to try negative space. Try different things. You could draw with squares, draw with circles, draw a negative space. Nothing wrong with tracing. You could trace. When I was a kid, I traced a bunch of figures like 1,000 times, and after tracing the figures 1,000 times, I could sort of draw it without tracing, and I had a good handle on what I was drawing. And so nothing wrong with tracing. It's if you're just starting out, just take something, a figure or something you like, and just trace it. 5 times a day for a month, and pretty soon you're gonna be able to just draw it, from memory. And you also get, a good, muscle memory of certain areas of your subject. If you, keep drawing it. Oh, wow, that's really looking pretty good. At least right here, but I don't know. Wow, all right. We're really going places here, aren't we? Look at that. Well, that's really exciting. You know, it's a lot of times I don't feel like drawing, but I do it anyway because I'm in I started like 3 years ago, draw paint daily. So, uh, you know, sometimes it's great, sometimes it's horrible. But even if you just do a doodle, that gets you through a day. You got another day of draw paint daily. Okay, I got that V shape. And, you know, to be honest, that looks like an impossible thing to sketch, but, you know, look at all the progress we're making. Oh, there's a guy walking his dog over there. Okay. All right, so let's see. Oh, and then here there's a little thing. Let's see if we can get the little thing. I'm just going to put it right there. It's like a little hole. And then I don't know what it is, like a piece of concrete block or something. Okay. Oops. 10 people here. Welcome. We're drawing this scene right here from life. We're sitting in the car and everybody, Merry Christmas. Are you celebrating Christmas? And right now I'm trying to get, you see that little white thing there? I was just working on that area right there. And so we got trees back here, and then the really neat thing about this scene is that reflection. All the reflections are just, you know, almost perfect in there. I'm gonna do that, the reflections probably with like I got the 6H pencil here. This is a 4B pencil. All right, so let's continue with this guy. And let's see. Plus, you know, I did this last summer. Let me see where it is. There's a similar scene. It's like a bunch. I think it was rocks on. Or no. There's a telephone pole. I see. I don't know if that was a house back there or what. Oh yeah, I guess that's houses. That was like across a canal. But anyway, if this one could come out as good as that, I'll be really happy. All right, let's see. Back to it. Let's try to get a little definition right here. This is kind of like grass. And this is grass. What we need to be sure we got is, you know, a lot of variation between light and dark. So, okay, and the white, and then there's kind of like rocks. Looks like gravel right here. This is the gravel area. This part's looking okay. We just got to get those trees to look like trees, and then we're really going to be going places. Appreciate 2 thumbs up. Hey, that's funny. Zier, thank you. Where was I? Oh, here's an HB. Let's switch to HB. So HB, you know, is a little lighter. We were on 4B before, so we got HB happening here. I don't know how we got those dots, but it looks pretty good. So I'm just trying to get a different dimension. You know, see this is lighter than that, and having that variation in the tree is going to help us in the long run because, you know, the same tone is going to look the same distance from the viewer. I don't know why we're getting those dots, but I don't mind them. They're giving us an accent and, You know, if I could do that on purpose, I'd be, I guess I'd be really going places. Try and keep these splotches random. And I think we're looking good over there with these trees. Let's just try and get a little bit here to fill in that. The TikTok, I mean the YouTube add a sticker. Suggests I say, can you think of anything that makes you feel old? I don't know what the heck is up with that. If you watch other people live, do they ask just silly questions and just post them? I don't know. I never really. I'm kind of new to live. 6 months ago, I've been going live here, and anyway, we're trying to do those treetops that are right here, this area. So I mean, having this big negative space here is going to be one of the main, you know, positives on this sketch because. You know, we're gonna build some kind of form and you know, interesting stuff, I think, and having the variation in where there's this big empty space, I think it'll be help to lead the eye in and around. Okay, let's see where we're at here. Okay, I'm gonna just get a little kind of a shade here. 8:22. What time is it where you are? Okay, here we go. That's looking good. All right. And then here, there's a tree in the foreground. You see right, where is my pen? Right here is a tree in the foreground. Let's see if we can represent that because, you know, we got 3 levels of depth here. We got the crest of the water. There's gravel, there's grass behind that, there's trees, but we don't have anything in between. So let's see if we can just hit that tree right there. This gonna be the trunk. So this would be like an interesting thing. This, okay. And that's good, except it doesn't really look to be in the foreground. And try to get some of these things now. I gotta be careful of this because that could look real dumb real fast. Okay, I'm gonna jump into the 6H pencil. That was the HB. Where's my 6H? Here it is. Because I really want anything like out here is really got to be lighter. We want to sort of fade out as we get to the edge. So here I'm just doing 6H. Doing some of the little leaf things. And once again, the negative space. if you were here earlier, we were explaining how to do negative space, and there's a sphere, a person, and a tree trunk illustrated, and that was that's what I'm trying to do with these tree trunks. If you look at the trunks out there and the shadows that are beside them, I'm calling the shadows beside the tree trunks negative space, and that is what all these darks are supposed to be. And now using a 6H, I am doing the same thing, but since this is a lighter, a harder lead, where is that? There it is, 6H. Then, this was 4B, I think, so 6H is a lot lighter. And, when we get done, then we're going to have a lot more contrast in this area. And this is going to be more fade out. Contrast going to attract the eye, and fade out is going to not exactly attract the eye. So we want the viewer to be like looking around in here and say, "Ooh, what's that? Ooh, what's that? Look at that! Look how not great!" Not like being out here at the edge of the paper saying, "Ooh, what's that? What's that?" Right? So that's why I'm using the 6H pencil out here. And here we're just trying to get represent the leaves. That looks good. I mean, it looks like sort of leaves in a way. Okay, and that, all right, that's good. This is good. I'm gonna just see about a little bit right up here, because you see right there, this right here, there is this little one sticking up. I'm gonna see about having that one there. So let's just see. But this is gonna be on the light side. And so we're doing this thing. It's many little triangles plus scribbles, and random as possible. And here, it should come down here. Pretty happy with the way the trees are looking. I never did my whole life. I never really did any decent looking trees. And maybe a year or two ago, I started sketching trees, because someone said, "Oh, you should sketch some trees." This art teacher who's on TikTok, "You should sketch trees. They're beautiful. There's so much happening in the trees. You'll be amazed." And so I gave it a try, and kaboom, yes, he was right. I mean, this really does look impossible, but as we're going here, we are sort of representing the trees. Okay, that's good. Let's see. And then there's a lot of incidents of the very, long, I don't know what kind of trees those are. Anyone can take a screenshot and then ask ask Gemini what kind of trees these are back here, and report back. Be much appreciated. Taking a coffee break here. Just got coffee at the racetrack gas station. Okay, this is gonna be just it's a little bit higher. We gotta get into the reflection stuff pretty soon here, because come on. And let's see if we can go get more of those trunks happening. So here now we're doing positive space. And I'll tell you one thing, a sketch is a representation. We are, if we wanted to look like a photo, we could print out the photo and trace the photo, and then treat it like a paint by number, but that's not what we're doing. We are representing. Okay, here. And let's see, we had some stuff going sideways. Okay, and back here, this is trees that are behind. I gotta jump back to the 4B. So let's see right here. Just kind of so reinforce what we just did there, because the stuff behind, right, this is the center area. We really want the details in this area to shine, because where else would we want the viewer to look besides the middle area, right? So this here again, we're trying to say hi, we're negative space. The shadow behind the tree trunks. And okay, that's good. Looking for planes that are back there. Not airplanes, but you know, a plane as in an area with a consistent tonal value, meaning how dark or light the tone is. And it's looking okay. Let's see back here. That actually looks really good if you just look at that area there. Sort of, maybe. Sometimes I look and I say, wow, that looks pretty good. Other times, maybe not. This could use a little bit of diffusion there. And the bottom here, we should really just go very shaded in here. So another thing that you can do is find big areas of shade. And so here is a critical juncture. I want to bring this out. I don't know what's actually back there, behind there. Can you see back there is like that? I don't know if that's more water back there or what the heck. There's some blue plastic and how about that stuff? I just noticed that. It looks like two eyes and a nose. Oh well. It looks like it could be sailboats. I don't know what's back there. Oh, I see cars, so I guess it's a road. So anyway, here I'm just going to try to establish this as the horizon line. Let's see if we can. And I'm going to just see if we can get these. You can see right here on the right-hand side of this clump that there's some dark lines that are like, you know, tree trunks. I'm going to see if we can depict that. Maybe that will really bring it all together. Let's see. They were actually right there. Okay. That's a bold line, isn't it? Okay. I don't know about that. Let's see. It might be really. That one's pretty light. I can take in a kneaded eraser and just try to get that a little bit more subdued. Looks a little better. I just thought it was a little bit too intense. Okay. And then this, very interesting. It has a shape to it. Let's try to capture that shape. All right, that might be pretty nifty. Okay. Okay, and then here's there's a second thing going up here. Okay, and up here. Well, that doesn't look half bad, does it? Okay. If you're just joining us, we're trying to do this scene right here, mostly like right in there, that area. And that's horizon line, and it'd be good if we could get these reflections in also, but I'm just trying to put enough detail in the trees where we could say, hello, we are a bunch of trees. Isn't that obvious? And this is the 4B pencil. It looked a lot of great stuff happened over there, so I'm going to see if I can't get some of that to happen over on this side. Well, 36 minutes, and that's all we got done so far. How about that? Hello, two people here. We're working on this thing, which is something I found behind the racetrack gas station because I just went and got a coffee. So here we're trying to, mostly we're doing these trees right here, right there, that we got the horizon line. It would be good if we could do the reflections. I don't know if we're going to get that far. But all in all, I'm pretty satisfied with these trees. Pretty amazing that we are getting a depiction of trees that, is approaching, looking like trees. So I get the 4B here. I'm just trying to add some darks here because that's gonna be more interesting if there are enough, variations of shown. And I don't want anyone to think I know what I'm doing here because I really don't know what I'm doing. I'm just working intuitively here. So, okay. And here I want to find the darkest darks in this area here. So where are they? I don't know. I guess it's like right here in this area, which is not even in my picture. So anyway. I guess right here is a bit of a dark. Let's see if we can just hit that. Okay. And I guess that looks really good. I'm going to jump back to the 6H pencil. I think we're just going to sort of just shade this whole thing and say, hi, we are the area above the gravel. Because I really got to hurry up here. I don't really have 15 hours to be drawing on this sketch. Okay, cool. And so this is the gravel. Let's just say, hi, we're the gravels. And then, oh, look, a little leaf just fell right down there. How about that? Just came to say hello. I think we're going to just try to hit this again and make it so you don't see individual lines would be a plus, right? Okay, no, everybody left, so I'm gonna jump on time lapse, do a sketch for Reddit sketches. Thanks everybody who stopped by. It's very, oh, you're back. There's no problem. Hey, hi there, Vaja. Appreciate your stopping by. It's been 40 minutes now. I don't know if we got a lot done, but that's what we're trying to sketch, and here it is. I'm gonna do a quick time lapse just to upload a short, and I appreciate everyone who stopped by, and thanks for the 2 thumbs up. Art fun. See you next